Good morning, intergalactics, who are tuning in to this matrix on Friday, January 17th. Let me tell you something. When we start to have answers about our positive actions, the universe has driven us to change and evolve. So it is highly expected that we are having several positive changes in our lives. Sometimes, it is very common for us to feel like kings or queens of the universe. We feel as if all of a sudden we had understood how everything works, or that we are so fed up with things as they are that it doesn't matter. And at this moment, we can, unintentionally, have out-of-control reactions. We buy by impulse. We eat by impulse. We go out by impulse. We take actions based on this joy or excitement without asking ourselves where it is coming from. Where is this energy coming from? And why is it here? The answer is that this energy is here so that you have fuel to do your soul work. God, in His infinite mercy and faith in us, begins to give blessings when He sees any sign that we want more, but also when He realizes that we are close to giving up. You heard it right. He sends us extra strength in two special situations: when we are super eager to grow and when we think we are lost and tired and we want to give up. At this moment, it is as if He were throwing a life buoy, It doesn't take you out of the water, but it helps you float for a while until a definitive solution is evidenced and becomes clear to you. I am saying this so that we can perceive the impulses, because God is not the only force of the universe. Remember that we said that for every force there is another in the same power and in the opposite direction at the same time, light and shadow. So, what I want to tell you here is that not always what is good, in fact, or what is bad. This week we talked about how important it is to dive into our feelings, and today proves why. These are intense days and full of energy everywhere, and if we don't know for sure what energy is guiding us, we can end up getting our feet wet without even knowing what we are doing. I repeat that life goes by super fast, and that we are not here on vacation. We are here to evolve, and the more we invest in our evolution, the faster we will achieve our dreams. Well, having this very clear in our heads, let's download the transmission of our messenger from the universe, Waldemar Falcão, and understand what is coming up today.
Sky of January 17th, 2025. On this Friday, the moon rises around degree 9 of Virgo and begins to form a beautiful triangle with Mercury in Capricorn. So we have an element of objectivity and rationality to help us organize our routines in our heads. It is a beautiful day to put the order in the house, to learn new movements. The head is clear, the ability to think in very practical and very objective terms. For a few quick hours of this day, the moon will make a quick quadrature with Jupiter. It can cause us to have some disproportionate reaction, something that is present but nothing serious. And on the other hand, this triangulation of the moon with Mercury will bring a lot of good sense for this day. Let's take advantage of this.
Perfect. Summarizing. Between 10:30 a.m. and 2:30 p.m., we don't have the most productive moment of all. You can see that some people can even do a little more of the soft body. The best strategy is to dedicate ourselves to the simplest activities, which do not require great efforts. It's just that Jupiter is in big trouble with the moon, and when this happens, our parameter of things also gets a little out of tune. It is optimism that can make us end up overvaluing some things, and this can also end up interfering with the results of the work. 2. Between 2:00 hours p.m. and 6:00 p.m., Mercury will bring a good time for conversations, for studies, seeing the negotiation, and it also helps to bring more focus to work. Just beware of a possible shortage that can hit some people between 4:30 and 9:00 p.m. Venus will enter a war zone with the moon, and then the childish side of some people can end up manifesting. You know that moment? Oh, I want it. Why? Because I want it. Why? But why do I want it? So, if it doesn't go as the person is expecting, frustration can end up bringing misunderstanding. It's a more demanding, more pessimistic end of the day. So, let's look at our own navel, instead of pointing out the mistakes of others. Remember that each aspect, each transit that we talk about here, hits each person. It depends a lot on the individual map. Sometimes it can stress more on one person, sometimes on another. On the contrary, it will hit, bringing, potentializing other areas of life, and then the person will not notice these transits so much. So, the thing is observation, attention, not only for your life, but to deal with the people you live with. Let's do it. I do it on a balanced Friday, which I do here, and see you tomorrow.